Ever since news broke that the legendary Super Sentai series was ending its 50-year run in 2025, fans have speculated about why Toei decided to shelve the beloved franchise. Now, Toei has finally revealed why Super Sentai is being retired and replaced with the highly anticipated Project R.E.D. In an interview with the Asahi Shimbun, Toei's senior executive director and head producer Shinichiro Shirakura addressed many of the questions surrounding the cancellation of Super Sentai, and we'll be discussing them all in this video. So first, why did Super Sentai fail? According to Shirakura-san, Super Sentai failed for two major reasons. The first was the rise of streaming after the COVID-19 pandemic. Streaming platforms made it easy to access older Tokusatsu series, including past Sentai and Kamen Rider installments. Because each Sentai and Kamen Rider series is largely self-contained, new viewers often gravitated toward older favorites rather than the latest releases. For Kamen Rider, this isn't that big of an issue, as massive toy sales and an older core audience without restricted watch time keep it afloat. But for Super Sentai, older works essentially becoming competition has been a death blow. The second challenge was the global boom of American comic book heroes as the Marvel Cinematic Universe became hugely popular in Japan. Whether it's Captain America or Iron Man, characters originally from different works are now being delivered in one package, and this interconnected universe has led to better characterization and familiarity. By contrast, Super Sentai resets its cast and world every year, and sadly, this lack of continuity has hurt the franchise overall. Declining ratings and toy sales had long signaled trouble for the Super Sentai series, and I guess Toei finally decided it was time to pull the plug. But is this really the end of Super Sentai? Will Super Sentai return? Shirakura-san emphasized that this is likely not the end of Super Sentai, saying that it's simply on hiatus and may be revived at some point. He said he is grateful that Super Sentai was such a beloved show, but thinks it's best to let it rest for now, with a possible return in around 10 years or so. This would allow it to become fresh again, possibly with new concepts and updated technology behind its production. The same thing happened with the Kamen Rider series, which paused for a decade before returning triumphantly with Kamen Rider Kuga in 2000. Since then, Kamen Rider has thrived, proving that time away can reinvigorate a franchise. Super Sentai is far too popular to end permanently, and while we may have to wait about 10 years for a full revival, I'm confident that beloved Sentai characters will continue to appear in crossover movies and specials alongside Kamen Rider and Project R.E.D. If Project R.E.D manages to captivate fans of Super Sentai, I think Sentai fans will come to accept a decade-long hiatus. Speaking of Project R.E.D, how will Project R.E.D differ from Super Sentai? In news that might excite Super Sentai fans, Shirakura-san also discussed Project R.E.D and Super Space Sheriff Gavan Infinity. He clarified that this is not a revival of the old Metal Hero franchise, nor a direct remake of the original Gavan. While the new series will retain iconic elements from the original, like the metallic suit and extra-dimensional battles, it will introduce fresh ideas to appeal to modern audiences. But since it will air in Super Sentai's usual slot, the show must appeal to Sentai fans. That means keeping familiar Sentai tropes like multiple heroes and giant robots, but innovating those tropes with Space Sheriff Gavan's DNA. That is great news for Super Sentai fans who are hopeful to see something familiar in Project R.E.D. That being said, Shirakura-san also said that while each Super Sentai season is treated as a separate world with occasional guest appearances, Project R.E.D aims to change this by loosely connecting Toei's Tokusatsu works, creating a shared but flexible continuity, similar to the Marvel Cinematic Universe and Star Wars. So, we finally have all the answers as to why Toei replaced Super Sentai. Or do we? While Shirakura-san addressed many of the questions fans have been asking, I still want to delve deeper into how competition truly impacted the series. Ratings and toy sales have been declining for years, but why exactly? In the coming days, I'll be covering the key factors behind Super Sentai's decline, how Kamen Rider managed to succeed in the same environment, and explain how the Power Rangers franchise in the West may have played the biggest role of all. If you don't want to miss it, be sure to like and subscribe to get all the latest news on Super Sentai, Project R.E.D, Kamen Rider, and more. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.